is Sun Service here, and it's an emergency situation. The big bad has called, and they're like, oh yeah, we hate you, we want war. Unless you can invest a portion of your naval funds as a show of goodwill. I can't go and fight it. I can't fight the Germans. We're gonna have to... There goes some of our budgets! Yay! Well, at least we have Okinawa now, so... That's one decent thing. So France is now on side with the war with China. Right, we're going to go for Penghu. Penghu and Formosa now. I'm going to start the Penghu invasion first, and then the Formosa one. So we head over there with our 113,000 ton fleet. We now have Okinawa, so that's going to be a slight boost to our budget. Be great when we take Penghu and Formosa though as well, because especially Formosa, as that's an extra 2-bit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Wait, are we still in the first 30 seconds? No, we ain't. Okay, you gotta be fucking kidding me! I first off put my ships in the wrong place, but then... Yeah, now we have, the Brits have decided to, go, screw you, mate. You're on your own. It's like, screw you, old chap. We don't need you anymore. Right, and then Formosa. And then I'm gonna have to move you guys to get into that range. Right. We just got turbines, so that's a good fit. Mark 115s. Okay, 5 turns for more like cruiser stuff. I guess for now we're gonna have to cut the research budget. Oh, I wouldn't want to be the Chinese right now. Oh, I think it's going to be even worse because they wouldn't have the island of Formosa / nowadays Taiwan to escape to if well, with all this going horribly wrong for them. Okay, so tensions are sorted. Oh, China's got one more problem to add to their growing list. I'm going to call up the cruiser. I'm going to call up the cruiser and the torpedo boat just to help out more with the Formosan side of the amphibious assaults. Amphibious assault. Yeah, amphibious assault that's going on. Hey, Avocado! I am late today because I had work. And then tomorrow I'm not even going to be streaming while you're awake. Because the word work is at the forefront. That'll be Friday. Because I work as a volunteer at a charity shop in town, and I do pretty long shifts there for a volunteer. I will admit that. Right. Loading screen. I just finally realised it's done. Right. It's the first... Hold on a second. Where is it? Where is it? Impero! It's the first appearance of the Impero, everyone! The Impero is the only Dreadnought in our fleet. And I mean the only Dreadnought in our fleet. Because we don't have the ability yet to build another. But yeah, so Impero here is going to be, for all intents and purposes, very important to protect. Because if we lose the Impero, we're screwed. We're screwed until we can get a replacement. Which is not easy. It's not easy because replacements cost money. Guess what we don't have a lot of? Well, any of, to be frank. You guessed it. Money! Is it slow like dial-up internet days slow? Oh, come on. Come on, Impero. You can start opening fire. Yep, you've opened fire now. That's good. That is good. And your aim is off. It's almost as if this is your first ever battle and your crew are shit because they haven't been trained yet. Maybe it's because that is the exact situation that the Impero and her crew are in. They're untrained. But not entirely untrained, but like they've never seen combat. Ah! is the idiot? Who is the idiot in charge of the torpedo boats? I want them to, I want them executed immediately. All the better if it's the enemy that does the execution part, but... some of the light cruisers are out of fuel, or almost out of fuel. Mozambique 18 has just, caused an issue in this fight, I guess. Because now... Oh, hold on, I've just seen the number of torpedoes they have. In Peril, there is an important thing to avoid peril that is called torpedo attack. Yeah, you need to turn. Oh, you're already in torpedo range. Well, if you're already in torpedo range, you need to turn the other way. Turn bow in. Turn bow in. Decimate him. Kill him. Murder him. Murder. Murder the cruiser. He's a cruiser at point blank range. You can kill him, can't you? You have 14-inch guns. You can go and do this. Hell, you can even hit him with high explosive at this, can he? Hold on. What's your high explosive pen? 3.1. His main armor. Yeah, you can, I guess. No, it blocks. Ah, oh, for God's sakes, no! I knew this was going to happen. It was a dud. It was a dud. Thank the heavens. Thank the heavens. It was a dud. It was a dud, meaning... Ha ha! You failed miserably! I was panicking for nothing! Oh yeah, our centerline 5's at the rear here. I just sort of remembered where centerline 5-inch gun is now. We just need to get a good flooding hit on his bow now. And then he's dead. Okay, continue turning. Continue hard over. Okay, and then you can come back to... Okay, they surrendered to high casualties. This is surprisingly resilient light cruisers. All things considered, yeah, they're very resilient light cruisers. If they're surviving consistent 11, 12, 14-inch, and then a whole bunch of 5 and 6-inch gun hits, as they are, then there's going to have to be another situation where we just poke so many holes in them that they have no other thing to do than abandon ship. Oh, no, that one actually gets sunk by gunfire instead of the crew waving the white flag and then scuttling. They took a torpedo boat, though. My torpedo boats! Okay, policies. Germany. German Empire. German Empire, improve relations. Oh, guess who's sending the cavalry this way? Oh my god. Why is the entire fleet moving? No, you imbeciles! You incompetent fools! There we go. That's what used to be my catchphrase. Coming back into full force. You incompetent fools! You were supposed to stay at that exact location so that you could support both amphibious assaults. But no, you didn't. No, you thought it'd be a smart idea to move. To move and be idiots. Okay, so some of our allies have come in to help against the Empire of the Japan. Oh, here comes the large force. A larger force. Ah, yeah. Hey, China! I hear you like opium! How about we, give you that opium and you leave us alone? Yes! Yes, that seems like a good idea, doesn't it, everyone? That we, give China opium and they'll leave us alone. They'll leave us alone and they'll go deal with someone called France. Right, so yeah, we've probably got a couple of engagements to deal with now. I probably want to deal with the cruisers before the battleships get there. But then that brings in the inherent... I'm going to be low on ammo, just general, when they We'll see. We'll see, I guess. Like, do I want to go deal with cruisers that are coming up? America's helping us! Yay! Except not yay, because... Ugh. You know what? Let's go. Let's go cruiser killing. Let's do the traditional killing of the cruiser. Especially because I think they parked a fleet that I can't see. Yeah, they parked the battleship fleet of Pengu's invasion, so... They're all focusing on Pengu. Not so much on... the other. Not so much on Formosa, so... I think if I could take Formosa, then... I'll call it a win. So we have the Dreadnought 3 here. We could do up to 26,800. On the tonnage here. Now, feasibly, to keep the same as our previous ships, I would, as Impero, I would want to use the 14-inch here. But... there's the inherent problem, the 14-inch is too big. And so, it is with great pleasure that our next battleship is going to use, drum roll please, 13.5-inch guns. Ta-da! Yes. Yes, after much consideration, of hardly any at all, we have chosen the 13.5-inch gun because it has outperformed everything in class of being a historical gun caliber that was used, even if not by the French. Right, triple funnel set by the Portuguese, sorry, we're not the French. Why did I say... This is a French hull, that's why I said French. And then we're going to run 2 guns down the bottom like this. Yes, I know there is a much more efficient layout I could do. Yes, I'm hearing the cries of ABXYZ, but I'm not. Yes, you can actually do your own variant of this. I'm going to front the budget for 2 new Dreadnoughts. Don't know how we're going to afford it, but I'm fronting the budget for 2 new Dreadnoughts, and those 2 new Dreadnoughts are going to be the best Dreadnoughts that we can possibly build. Alright, and then I'm going to do twin 4.7s in a couple of other placements along the hull as extra secondary gun, because yeah, extra secondary gun is good. You know, nah, the 6 inches is the 6 inches as the casements, 4.7s is as the upper mounted guns. We're gonna say that just because we're we're a bit more top-mounted heavy than other ships we've had. We've decided to account for that by only having upper-mounted 4.7-inch guns instead of upper-mounted 6-inch guns like on other designs of ours. I think that's good enough for... You know what? Then... Do I just slap a an armored cruiser gun on the side? Nah. Yep. I will still do 2 6-inches. But they're going to be just stuck behind the 4.7s. They're going to be stuck in between the 4.7s and be like broadsiding only. Unless... I'm going to do it the barbarian way, because then at least those 6-inch guns still have some use. If you get my... Like, they could still... And I'm still using the mixed battery... A mixed secondary battery layout. Or no. More 4.7s, but this slot is just up on a... Yeah. Okay, so... Avocado, if you get your design ideas ready, I'm going to finish the designing of this ship, which I don't know what to name it yet, but I'll probably think of something. I don't know much about Portugal or anything Portuguese in general, so it's not like I can... I don't even know Portuguese cuisine, so it's not like I could name this after some Portuguese cuisine, because I just don't know. Okay, so induced turbine-driven engines, which works out well, I guess. I'm going to do a rare situation for me, and I'm going to do spacious crew quarters. I know, everyone. It's an absolute shock. And it genuinely is a shock to people who know my ship design stuff. Okay, so a 15-inch main belt with 5-inch extendeds. That's pain. The 211 deckers, we're still okay for deck stuff. I'm actually going to do a tougher superstructure. Nah. Who am I kidding? No tougher superstructure. In about 2, 1, 15, 15, 2. Splinter proof. Standard bulkheads. Standard crew quarters. We almost had it. Okay, I can't even go to twin funnel because twin funnel ruins the engine efficiency. Okay, okay. I gotta check then if we can do sea turrets on this ship. We can't do sea turrets. We can't do sea turrets. Oh, okay. So I need to lower our weight somehow. Advanced Tower 1 instead of the 2. One instead of the 2. The slight pullback there. Slight pullback there. I guess go medium superimposed instead of the standard superimposed. It saves a little bit of tonnage. Saves a little bit of tonnage. Saves a little bit, even if it's not much, but... And then... Come on back there. Okay, so I tried to do an Anholt, but it turns out the Anholt sort of part of the design ain't working. So we're just going to be a 13.5-inch armed ship in general. Thinking... I'm going to scratch the casements. This ship is going to be a little odd on its secondaries for what I've done with the Navy in the past, but if it means that I can keep the ship relatively powerful, then we're good. So let me P-O-R-T. Yeah, I'm gonna find something of Portuguese cuisine to name this ship after. Or do I just not? No, I'm going to use... Because we have Brazil, I can use this name. I can use this name and not then have to go and take Brazil in a separate... episode from when I build the ship. This is the Sepultura, everyone. Welcome back, Sepultura. Okay, now it's time for Avocado's ship, is it? It seems we're going artisan with our capital ships here now. So yeah, we have the Sepultura. Just add some 8s to the side. So you want AB, Y on the 14s, and then X turret is... So, first off, $26,800, I guess. That's like the biggest we can go. By the way, I'm giving you the only barbette that conveniently fits the 14-inch guns. And then, yeah, you want X turret to be an 8. So, X turret here is an 8-inch gun. There we go. X turret is an 8-inch. Single pair on the side. Just for probable convenience sake of having a place for them to go, I'm gonna facilitate it with this French tower. And then 2 funnels. All good, I guess. Secondary tower. Do you want the same secondary tower I've used for the Sepulturas, or do you want the side grade tower? The Brit. Well, this is the tower with the best stats to it, regardless. But so 3 sets of upper mounted 5-inch, correct. 2, 3. So if I'm remembering your instructions correctly. And then the casements are 5-inch as well. So 5-inch casements. I'm gonna medium your range. I know you like spacious crew quarters, so I'm gonna give you spacious crew quarters. Okay, it's... Side grade actually saves you some weight as well, so... Right, what was the armor scheme again? 1555. We're going same armor scheme for once, Avocado. At least when it comes to the belt. 2-inch all deck. So you're slightly more protected on the deck extendeds. 5 super, 10 conning. 5 super, 10 conning. Teeny tiny little funnel there. It can. I think I can even fit one of the larger ones, but it honestly looks hilarious just having that teeny tiny little one come out like that. And then no, 15. You didn't give a turret armor, so I'm just for now going to stopgap armor the turrets, and then you can give me your proper turret armor scheme. But your ship is more if we continue down Impero's line of development. Mine is more a start of a new line of development in general. I think I forgot to do the shells on my ship. Did I remember to do the shells on the Sepultura? I don't know. Like 5-inch here. I can see. Yeah, I can put a 5-inch there. Oh, instead of a pair of wings, we have one center line, like a 5-inch. A 5-inch gun on the center line. I get your meaning now. So it'll be there. This barbette will do. And then 5. Five-inch gun, center lined. What are we talking about? About not remembering? Sorry, I'm... like, both of our designs are actually on the not what we were thinking but works spectrum of stuff. Oh, I need to... Orcs engine. I need to do the last of your stuff here. That, I guess, is it makes it a little lighter. Right, I'm just gonna give you some form of inner stuff there as well. Guess standard bulkheads and back one range, I guess. Casements to 3.1s. Okay. Wait, are you sure? Yep. So we got like the... Oh yeah, and then that increases the 8-inch arc, so the 8-inch can actually fire forward as well. Fire forward as the game is essentially ignoring the water breakers there. But are you sure? Because this is honestly right now decent. We can name it and go on this. But then it's up to you. So do you want the casements 3.1s or... Oh yeah, you do, because of our colonial ambitions. I've just remembered that. Yeah, you kind of do need the range. And the casements are heavy as in this game, in the dip mod. Okay, so 3.1 inch. Oh, come on! Bad news, avocado. No. You can't actually get it in all the slots, but you can get it in most, so like all the casement slots, annoyingly. Right, there we got a little bit of range. Little bit of range back, and we got bulkhead. I don't think the textures were supposed to be this zoomed in. Just looking at some of these textures. Are you able to context that name, or... Right, so... I, for once, built the cheaper ship! This is hilarious. Usually, I'm the one who goes for ultra expensive. What month are we in? February, so 11 month. 11-month program. 11-month program, and one of us is going to have to temporarily halt our ship. One of us isn't getting our ship for an extra 11 months, Avocado. Thank you, dockyard sizes. Thank you very, very much. Ah. I now know who you're talking about. He led the first expedition to circumnavigate the globe. Even if he didn't survive it because of some attack, but yeah. Although Sir Francis Drake was the first to circumnavigate the globe, but lead a global circumnavigation and survive it. But yeah, the Portuguese did it first. Go ahead. Go ahead, as that'll fill out my, that'll resolve my not so much knowledgeable of that side of the history. Oh. Oh yeah, Filipinos stopped Magellan from being the first man to lead a circumnavigation of the globe and live. Although we can somewhat thank you because it meant that Sir Francis Drake was the first man to lead a circumnavigation of the globe and live. I'm talking purely from the leader's standpoint. Still, by circumnavigation of the globe, it is the Portuguese that were the first to do it. Okay, so Impero is fighting again. This is all good. This is going to go well, I expect. Well, looks like my dinner plans have changed for tonight. So we've got a whole bunch of things to go kill. Ain't that right, everyone? Now the battleship formation has to be led by the Impero, because Impero is the flagship of the Navy until one of our ships come out. Oh, god damn it. Adverts. Adverts about a movie which, from the trailers, seems hilarious, so I'm actually considering to go watch it, maybe. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Okay, so, this time, Mr. Torpedo Boats, you are running. Mr. Heavy Cruiser, because you have a history of running out of fuel, you're also running. Light Cruisers, good news! You take up your rightful place following the battle fleet. Now everyone, get into formation. Enemies are spotted to the east. Okay. Oh, we're fighting this in a storm. Great! Great, 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 great. A storm. You know, Avocado, what might be a hilarious thing to try and do in a campaign eventually is, maybe doing like a really, really fast destroyer that's fast and stuff, but the only downside is it has one single mount torpedo. And so, and it's got no reloads, just that one torpedo. Honestly, I didn't find it a bad experience when I was, because I've only been on a large ship twice for the same trip, and it was the Brittany Ferries car ferry Barfleur. And on the second trip, the one back to England, we got into a massive storm in the English Channel. And we ended up I ended up quite enjoying it, actually. The only thing I hated, though, was the family wouldn't let me out on the deck. They wouldn't let me out on the deck, because I like being out on the deck at the trip into France and, like, enjoying the, what do you call it? The sea air and stuff. But I couldn't during the return trip. Oh yeah. Torpedo avoidance, please. Oh. Oh no. Manuel 2 has just taken the first hit from a torpedo for a capital ship for this campaign. Well done. Well done. You are now officially slowing down the fleet. Yay! We're happy for you. Not. Right, Y25's gone down. It's now Y28's turn. Manuel 2. Due to the circumstances of your damage, you are leaving. You are leaving. If you try to come back, you will be shot. Oh shit. Victory. The Victory just got torpedoed. They came for the Victory and they got the Victory. No! No! The Victory! She's not supposed to suffer this fate. She's the Victory! Nope, torpedo boats are getting damaged, which is good. So yeah, Manuel 2's going because she's been engine crippled. Victoria's gotten out, I guess, in a better state. She only has a single engine damaged. Why is the Pedro Alvarez going? Oh, you gotta be. Does a void torpedo mean nothing these days? Dud. Thank God. Now what is the Alvarez Cabril doing? Breaking the formation! That's... Ugh. Right, This is a cock-up. This is a cock-up if I've seen any cock-ups. YouTube algorithm. Cock-up is a British word to say that things have gone horribly wrong. And I am not referring to a particular part of the male human anatomy. And so please do not ban me. Right. That part done, I guess. Yay, finally! We're doing something! We're doing something! Something actually good! Die! Die, you cruisers, die! Okay. I guess we'll have the Pedro Alvarez come back to the back of the line. Back of the line, Alvarez. I guess, given the circumstances, we've actually suffered low casualties. Those circumstances being that Manuel 2 has her engine rooms partially flooded. Manuel has her engine rooms partially flooded. Victoria has what's probably her auxiliary generator room flooded. And the Botafogo here has its rudder room rudder room and rudder flooded. Sagres is taking a bit of damage. I do really need to, once this war ends, send the older ships into rebuild. I'm sending them into rebuild because this isn't like the Japanese campaign where we could have replaced them, but we chose not to because replacing them didn't fit with our doctrine of having a fast fleet. This is the case of we can't replace them because we don't have the money to replace them. I don't know how to pronounce it, okay, avocado? And... and also TMI. Anyway, I think I need to send some guys over to help the Manuel, so... Go help the Manuel! Go help Manuel! Manuel needs saving. Again. Well, not again. I don't know if it's again or not, but... the Manuel needs saving, and so we go save the Manuel. Right, that's a flooding hit. That's a flooding hit. Yes, you're damaged. Good. Die. Fogo. What's a Fogo? Okay. Fogo there. You guys are running AP. Yeah, you should be running AP, you idiots. If you're not running AP, then you're idiots. Are you ready to die? Because you're about to. You're about to. Any minute now, the 14-inch shells are gonna... They missed. Fuck. Okay, here comes round 2 of this. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Because they're coming. They missed again. You fucking idiots. Who do I have manning my 14-inch guns? I think shorts can go out to 2 minutes now. Oh, the heavy cruisers go down. Maybe. Maybe it would be a good idea for a YouTube short. Or like a... Or I like, switch to my speakers and, like, go live on my Instagram and, like... A friend of mine had recommended this... I listened to this song, and so... I'm going to listen to this song. Yeah. Okay. the Liaoning is going to go down shortly, hopefully, shortly. Y29, you have violated the restraining order we have against you. Kill him, he's restrained it. Yeah, we have a restraining order against him, and he went against it, so we have to kill him. We're very strict about our restraining orders here in the Navy. We have to be after what I had to tell the Mad Admiral of. We are very, very strict with our restraining orders. If you break them, you die. Right, Xinjiang. You are going to die next, I guess, because it's not letting me escape. Yes, I know Monroe posted a video. You don't need to Discord ping me about it. I like the title of his episode. Discount Dreadnought. Your current flagship right now, is the one that's been causing hell with us trying to get like speed and stuff sorted, but also just keep the formation in general. The Pedro Alvarez Cabrillo. That is your flagship currently. Until your currently delayed by 11-month flagship comes out. Yes. Yes, until you get... Until you get your ship that is already going into dev hell and it's not even been keel laid for a month. Yeah, we need to leave. We need to leave. Our ammunition is getting low. Y30's going down. We got the Y29 there. Yes. Go ahead. You know what, Avocado? If I can figure out how to do it, I might make the Philippines a playable nation. Like, we'll do, like, great game and stuff, but we'll have the Philippines. I don't know how exactly to do it yet, but if I can figure it out, I will do it. Because it'd be interesting, really. Interesting being like a what if you guys could build had your own like massive battle fleet and whatnot. Alright. But but yeah, it'd be having to first off sort out the like I'm honestly not sure. To be honest, I definitely think that you guys should have a couple American hulls because historically you guys were and still are allies with the United States of America and stuff like that. I think early in the pre-Dreadnought age, maybe Spanish influenced. Like, yeah, sort of the mix of those three. Pretty much the three nations you guys historically got occupied by. But then maybe as well a couple other things like the Chinese torpedo battleships or something like. Just as well, like maybe a couple Chinese hulls in there just because fellow Asian continent sort of area, and then so you'd like see the designs and be like, that's probably something we could do. I'm not entirely sure when it comes to gun models what would be done. Like, yeah. I'm thinking maybe just on a light ship side of things, as a regardless, like, maybe destroyer tech. The destroyer tech line goes down the Japanese way all the way from, like, let's say around the modern destroyer time, it's the Japanese destroyers. Like, early game, completely Spanish, yes. And then, like, you have the Americans to, like, the bigger stuff, like the battleships and that. Maybe have a British battlecruiser hull or two, just as, like, I'm thinking maybe, like, 1910 sort of just before World War One era, like, hulls. One of them be British, as the British had a history of selling stuff still into the Dreadnought age to Japan, so in theory, it could also be maybe sent on to an independent Philippines. Like, we're going, like, so maybe like a Congo-esque hull. Like, that would be so cool to do, though, if I could figure out all, like, the coding and stuff behind it. But I'm especially thinking as well, the American cruisers, because you got the Brooklyn hull. The Brooklyn/Cleveland hull, which is, in my opinion, one of the best cruiser hulls in the game. Like, yes, you could mix in some Japanese ones as well, as the Japanese cruisers are also good hulls. But then also as well, it sort of goes in with the mix of Japanese stuff as well. Hello there! Been a while. Oh yeah, like Congo layout and everything, but it's just with cage mast instead. Cage mast instead, and then gets like retrofitted with the Iowa towers. We're just talking about like if I'm able to figure out the coding, adding the Philippines in the dip mod as an independent nation. Like, if I could figure out all the coding and stuff for it, because... But, yeah, we were thinking as well, like, what nation's hulls, and we were thinking a combination of, in the pre-Dreadnought era Spanish, and then the early Dreadnought era, it's mostly American with one British hull in there just to represent us, like, potentially asking Britain to build us a ship. And then from the modern era, it's a mix of American and Japanese. Like, I'm definitely thinking probably though similar economy to how we are as Portugal right now. And it's the Byzantine Empire in dip. Yeah, like, doing the Philippines would have to be one of those quality over quantity nations, you know, sort of where your main focus is doing ships that could actually multi-purpose or just outright kill anything right then and there and not do many of them. Like, mention the quantity over quality. Quality over quantity, sorry. No, honestly, we're going in an alternative universe where the Philippines decide to declare independent during the time of the... Like, we're going to say that the Spanish-American War happens early. Like, if I do it, it's going to have to be something like the Spanish-American War happens early, and during that time, the people of the Philippines decide to decide to take up arms and go independent before the Americans could actually send a task force over to the Philippines, and so the Philippines is then completely independent and free from the Spanish before the Spanish-American War ends, so then it's not taken on as a reparation by... Like, that'd be my way of thinking about it. Or, like, there's been a war of independence just separate from that, and as such, the Philippines is now an independent nation with... Like, maybe I would give the Philippines Guam and Saipan as well. Guam, Saipan, and the Carolines. Like, just because all the other added nations got some form of, you know, territory added, so it just seems, in theory, the way to do it. Like, the entire Spanish Pacific holdings is under Filipino control. Like, I seriously do want to figure out the coding for that now. Or maybe slide into Rocket's DMs and slide him a couple £100. Like, that'd be hilarious. Okay, we've got to send the fleet home now, because I don't think that invasion is going to succeed, so it's time to send the fleet home, everyone, and Sepultura is being delayed. Again. Well, no, Sepultura isn't the one being delayed again. But it'd be me having to figure out coding on the fly as well, though, because I never paid attention in the class we had on it in secondary school. Yes, we had, like, computer technology and coding and stuff. There's options we could have done for GCSEs, and some of it was taught before the GCSE choices parts, so yeah. Charlie! Charlie, come up here! Jack, you're not Charlie. Charlie! I guess you can go up here, though, boy. Come on, then. Why can't dogs understand the distinguishment between their names? As, this little one isn't the one I was calling. This one is Jack. Charlie! Yep. on a second, guys. I've got to go and deal with an annoying little Jack Russell. Right, Charlie. You are being kept in these arms and you are going to think about what you have done. Do you understand? I think he understands. Two mechanisms, two. Oh wait, hold on a second. I can't send the fleet home. I can't send the fleet home yet. I just realised someone we're still at war with. Japan. Right. Death stack off Sabesu, please. Thank you. Here you go, Charlie. He is. He is, and he is staying right here on my lap until such a time where he stops barking. Please tell me you have some form of Dreadnought. Please tell me you have some form of Dreadnought. I don't know if that's some form of Dreadnought or not. That's some form of Dreadnought. Thank you. And the money. Thank you. Thank you very much. We love you. Please be I was right. It is some form of Dreadnought, but it's not the form of Dreadnought I want, but it's the form of Dreadnought we have, and it's the form of Dreadnought we're going to have to work with. Because there's not really much else I can do, to be honest, other than work with it. Mwah. I think this is a case of it'll do, but do I really have to? Sort of shit. First off, rip those stupid. The 3.1s aren't stupid, but rip. I'm going to rip out all the armament off this ship. We're missing a couple of 3.1s. We're missing a whole bunch of guns from somewhere. Oh, the entire forward tower. Right, let's... Yep. Okay, where is the one single 3.1 inch gun that we are missing out? Clear. There we go. So. The secondary tower is in place again. The front tower is in place again. Now, for guns, you may are becoming a 12-inch armed ship because, well, what other choice do you have? Really? To be honest, what other choice do you have? Please. Please. Why don't you work? Is it because you're too thin? On that front? Things? Right, let's see now. Yeah, I think it's because we're too thin. 8% beam increase. I'm determined to get this. Max beam! Nope, we can't do it. So, back to the beam you were at, which is 3%. Which means, annoyingly, we're going to be stuck with a German-style, original German-style Dreadnought. If you know, you know. What? Okay, so... yeah, the induced turbine-driven... it's actually a modern... We're still in the early Dreadnought era, Avocado. Just consider that right now. Like, we're probably at the point of 2nd gen Dreadnoughts, if I have to hazard a guess of where we are in the Dreadnought developmental era. Right, 2 funnels. A 2-funnel 20-knot ship is good for me. Okay, Charlie, your punishment's over. Get off me. Right. First off, that main belt is hideously thin. There. Good. 2, 1. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2. 14. 14. 2. Okay, so that's our... that's our ship, I guess. Okay, I guess I'll add in the 2-inch. There we go. That's the ship. That's the ship. It's gonna do, I guess, and it's gonna... I would have had to have restarted the entire design process if I wanted to go 13.5s, because I didn't do the gun mark upgrades. Okay, so, yep. That's ready to be refit. Just one minor issue. We don't have the dockyard size to do it just yet, so... and it needs to be repaired first off. And even worse, it's in Brazil right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Chinese gave me a shit naught. A shit naught, but I'm forced to work with the shit naught because... I'm forced to work with it because, well, we can't afford any other dreadnoughts. We can't afford any other dreadnoughts right now, and bloody hell, our budget's dying from trying to even do our current ones. Oh my god. Yeah. I think that Chinese ship is probably going to be only good on second line duties, but... I guess second line duties is better than no duties. Alright, can we get port strike on Sebastian, please? Yes. Okay. Yep, got the better. So we're somewhat recovering our crew numbers now, I guess. Japan have built 2 battleships. I could do the invasion of Sebasu this turn now, but I'm going to wait another turn, do another... Alright, so... don't know what my overall plan's going to be once we... Okay, so the repairs to the... Yeah, welcome back. We've made the shit naught at least good enough that we could put it up for second line roles. Like, literally the only reason we're keeping it avocado is because we can't really do anything else to bolster our numbers other than keep it. But I've done something with it, so it's at least somewhat more prepared for combat. Like, yep, the Japanese are still not surrendering. Kind of in their character. Anyway, Japan. Kyushu. Yep, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it because you didn't let us. Well, yeah, because you didn't just take the L and peace out before we took it. So. Right, let's see what happens quicker. The turn finishing or this round of Paper IO2 I just started on my phone. Good news, I've already got 12%. More than that now. But. Let's see if 20%. That'd be fun. That'd be good. That do be good. I died. And the loading screen's still going. Typical. Right. No adverts. Get out the way, adverts. Right, let's see if I can do 2 games of this then. Before the loading screen finishes. Oh, God, come on, come on. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Right. Guess it helps that I'm in an area of the map that no one's literally at. Yep, loading screen's done. The match isn't, so I'm going to have to just make the rookie mistake of running into your own track. There we go. No thanks for the revive. There. Alright. Fight, auto-resolve. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. My guys did a glorious fight there. Okay, so I'm going to unsuspend Sepultura, but also at the same time I think I've got enough dockyard saves, yes, that I can begin the refit of the Dreadnoughts to make it less of a Dreadnought. It's still a Dreadnought, don't get me wrong, but it's less of a Dreadnought. If that makes any sense, it's more decent than it was. Right. Yep, gotta wait for the loading screen, so wallpaper.io2 on my phone. No. Right, come on. Come on, you stupid loading screen. Oh, come on, you stupid loading screen. Can you just let me finish invading the Japanese, please? Please, so we can kind of move on to peacetime things and peace. Oh god, the loading screen's finished and I'm still in the middle of the match here. I'm only at 39% of the map anyway, so I guess I can take the L and die. There we go. There we go. Yep, just more of that, I guess. And then more loading screens. English? Sorry. I think it's German you speak. I don't understand German. Hold on, let me... Okay. Okay. Well, we're stuck in another one. We're stuck in another loading screen. And are probably going to be for life. I guess you could technically say that life's a loading screen and then that loading screen ends in death. That's something that just came out of my mouth. Yes, I literally just said something like that. Oh, God. Krupp, what? We finally have Krupp, everyone! We're only just a few fucking years late, but, Krupp. Finally. Angry German kid. I need to have a shower after this stream is over with. Your love bright as the starlight. Oh child, still we can see a black moon over the peace fields. Oh child, stay close to me. If you guys can't tell, I've been listening to the new Ghost album quite a lot. You know the band Ghost? They got a new album out recently, and have kicked off the tour for it, which is a bit controversial because of the no phones rule. But yeah. I'm going to take a bathroom break. I've returned. I've returned. It's a longer bathroom break than I thought it would be. Right. Let's go on the one turn left. It's one turn left till we get Japan fallen, so yeah, let's just do it. Right. So yeah. Oh, we're actually gaining 10 million. Oh, probably because the I think it's part the battleship, part we've now taken over that part of Japan. Okay, move vessels. Finally, that's done. We are winning, I agree, because I want peacetime. I want peacetime, and my fleet needs to head home to Porto, so my fleet is heading home to Porto with... Hold up. Manuel 2, Armoured Cruiser, and Mozambique 21 in Sagres going into Sabesu. I can finally do both battleships at once! Although that's going to be ruined because we're about to need to go and repair a couple ships. Yeah. Yeah. No. Why? Why? So bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and Moscow's fat on a rolling stone. That's not... going to take Kawashi, because I guess it's an extra battleship? Charlie! Okay. I'm gonna suspend Sepultura. In an unexpected for me move, I'm prioritizing Avocado Ship. Hey, Jack. I know, Charlie's barking is getting really annoying. At least you're not barking along with him this time. Hey, Jack. Oh, loading screen. No, we can't invest in relations right now. But yes, I'd get essentially an extra month's worth of budget. Any day of the year. Oh, type. Resume. So the Kasagi class, relatively decent. More forward, firepower focused, but... Well, this is all for next episode, because I'm going to end it here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again. Silent Service going silent.